In the previous video, we talked about boundaries. Today, we answer the crucial question, how to say no without feeling guilty. Stay until the end. I will teach one simple, ready-to-use phrase that lets you refuse calmly, firmly, respectfully, and finally free yourself from needless guilt. Let's begin. Why is it so difficult to say no? Deep inside, we face a constant conflict. We want to be kind, helpful, and liked, but at the same time, we're terrified of disappointing others. Imagine this, a friend asks you for help, yet you are exhausted, your energy is gone. Instead of saying the honest word, no, you smile, you nod, and you agree. Later, you feel drained, frustrated, even angry at yourself. This is the hidden cost of pleasing everyone. And here's the hook. Do you know why it feels especially hard for you? Let me explain. We were taught, be good, don't cause trouble. From childhood, we learned to avoid disappointing others. Saying no was framed as rude, selfish, or wrong. So guilt grows as a conditioned reflex, automatic and fast. You feel it before you even finish the sentence no. This guilt is not a moral judge but a learned alarm. It protects social bonds, but often at your expense. You trade your time, energy, and boundaries to stay liked. Every repeated yes strengthens the reflex to comply. Neural pathways form. Guilt triggers then obedient action. The good news, neural patterns can change with practice. Small, repeated refusals weaken that automatic guilt. We will use simple, repeatable techniques to retrain it. Next, I'll show you exact phrases and micro practices. But first, accept that guilt is learned, not true. That mindset frees you to act differently without shame. Ready? Now let's move to practical tools. Saying no is not aggression, it is honesty. It is clarity about what matters most to you. Every refusal protects your priorities and time. When you say yes to extra work on the weekend, you are saying no to rest, family, and personal time. Each no you speak consciously strengthens your freedom. It teaches others to respect your limits naturally. Refusing does not make you selfish, it makes you balanced. Your energy and focus stay where they truly belong. Boundaries become a gift, not a burden. The power of no is hidden in its truthfulness. Understanding this shifts fear into confidence. And now, let's move to practical, fail-proof phrases. How do you say no without feeling guilty? There are concrete methods that work every time, and small examples will make them clear. First, the simplest approach, a direct and calm. No. Just say, no, I cannot do this. Nothing more. No excuses, no over-explaining. This is powerful because it shows clarity and confidence. Imagine a colleague asking for a last-minute favor. You just say, no, I cannot. That's it. No guilt, no drama. Second, use I statements. This shifts the focus from blaming others to expressing your own reality. For example, it's inconvenient for me right now. Or, I feel overwhelmed and cannot take this on. These statements are soft but firm. They communicate your limits clearly and respectfully. Third, delay your response if needed. Saying, I need to think about it, I'll let you know, gives you space to assess your capacity without pressure. It prevents reactive agreements that lead to resentment. Later, when you decide, you can refuse or negotiate without guilt. Fourth, offer alternatives when appropriate. You might say, I can't help today, but I can tomorrow. This balances assertiveness with cooperation. You're still honoring your boundaries while showing consideration. Fifth, remember that sometimes the most powerful no is a single word. No. Short, concise, and unapologetic. Silence afterward emphasizes your stance. People often respect clarity more than long explanations. And here's the hook. Even with these strategies, guilt can still sneak in. So what do you do if it does? That's exactly what we will explore next, how to neutralize guilt completely while keeping your refusal firm and respectful. This approach combines honesty, self-respect, and simple techniques to transform saying no from a source of anxiety into a practice of empowerment. You will notice that every refusal strengthens your confidence, boundaries, and overall well-being. Keep practicing, and soon saying no will feel natural, freeing, and entirely guilt-free. Guilt often hits the moment you say no, making you feel like you are doing something wrong. But here's the truth. Guilt is just a false alarm, a signal your brain learned to associate with refusal. It does not mean you are a bad person. Before answering, pause and ask yourself, if I say yes, who am I really saying no to, myself or someone else? This simple question flips the perspective instantly. As a quick practice, take a deep breath and silently repeat, I have the right to say no. Do this each time you refuse. With repetition, your brain learns that saying no is safe, justified, and entirely your choice. Each conscious refusal weakens the automatic guilt reflex. Over time, this technique turns guilt into a gentle reminder of your boundaries rather than a crippling force. You gain confidence, clarity, and freedom to honor your own needs without shame. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, making each no a step towards self-respect and personal empowerment. Every time you say no without excuses, you strengthen your freedom and respect for your own needs. Saying no is not rejection, it's self-empowerment. Now, I want to hear from you. Can you say no easily, or is it difficult? Write your answer in the comments. If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe to stay updated. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself.